Good afternoon. We just want to continue answering some of the questions that were posed on our Coach's Corner, just to complete that for your understanding. One of the questions that came in that we didn't have time to answer, I guess there'll be several, but the first one is, what role as small group leaders do we have in providing pastoral care? What is appropriate and what is too much or too little? Well, the first thing is you want to make sure that you have a group that is trusting. In other words, when confidences are shared, that stays within the group. That's very important, or else sharing will stop. You certainly want to care for people and yet not become a support group. You don't want to become a therapy group or a counseling group. You do want to remain a small group, which has within it the components, of course, of caring, but it needs to be based on Scripture. For example, a real effective way that I've found with different groups is that when a caring situation comes up, use the Bible study questions or Scripture to answer that and let others fill in. So it's not just advice or good counsel, but it's actually based on a scriptural point of view. And hopefully, or if the question is way off topic of where your study is, I will often say, why don't you hold that question till the end? Or maybe we'll address that next time. Now, if it's a very pressing question, like someone is very ill or needs help more immediately, then of course you will have to address that caring need. The other thing to remember is a lot of caring is just by being present. For example, let's say there's a grave sickness and someone's in the hospital. Caring for that person can be as simple, not simplistic, simple as going and visiting that person or dropping off a meal. And that's well within the caring component of a small group. And so there you're providing pastoral care. Too much pastoral care would be to visit every day, because that's almost impossible, or to allow the whole time to be spent on that one problem. You do want to always remind yourself that there's other folks like myself, Pastor Walter, Amy, and others that can come alongside, so that you don't have to provide all of the care, but rather continue to remain a small group with its purposes, and then get other resources in to help with that caring situation.